And we are live.
Welcome.
Welcome to the JNL Chronicles Live. First time. This is exciting.
Yeah.
So, I hear that you have some strange laws, some news, maybe
Yeah.
a story about our everybody's favorite cult leader. Some news,
Being feedback.
maybe.
Our page is playing in the background. There. I closed it.
Cool.
So, anyways, yeah, the daddy's girls.
So, what's going on with them?
Well, yeah, they lost a member, gain a member. They lose a member, gain a member.
Mm.
Even when they lose members, it sounds like they still stick up for them.
Doesn't make much sense to me after the whole the self-harm, the mental manipulation. You would think that when they leave the cult that they would at least start looking at it negatively,
Yeah.
unless it's some form of trying to make yourself feel better for having done something incredibly stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, but she continues to defend her. There's lots of even now they're still posting their TikTok shorts.
TikTok has really come to be the bane of my existence. Just all the I don't know, I was at the gas station.
That's Angela. That's Daddy. With who's that, Bunny?
uh, but I was at the gas station earlier, and there were these two girls who were doing a TikTok of them pumping gas.
What?
Yeah, apparently it's a thing now where they, put a challenge to people in states that where you can't pump your own gas or something. I think like
How
in
strange.
is it in Oregon and New Jersey that you can't pump your own gas?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's a couple states where there's a law that says that you aren't allowed to pump your own gas.
Hmm.
So there's
Well,
actually attendance at the gas stations.
Wait, there's a reason. I had an ex that went through the gas station in, what was it, Kentucky or Indiana or Missouri? Well, we were in one of those states. I think it was Kentucky or Indiana. And she got the gas and then didn't pay for it.
Oh yeah, because you paid after
One of my ex friends.
after you got it. That wouldn't fly where we live.
Mm-mm.
You gotta pay for that before you take it.
Yeah.
I've always wondered at restaurants, like you pay after you've already eaten the food. What's to stop a lot of people from just not paying?
Um, Sheriff, they're not paying.
Not nowadays.
What do you mean?
Oh, it has to be like over $900 before the police can be called.
Well, that's good because there's a lot of ridiculousness.
Well, like $900 stolen from a business.
Um, you got your cases where it's ridiculous and
Yeah.
it's normal. I don't know.
So What are these weird laws you got for me?
It was something about a canary not being able to whistle for your lost canary before 7 a.m. in the morning.
Well, what if my canary got lost at 6:30 in the morning? I gotta get my canary back. I'm not just gonna not go get my canary. I'm gonna go out and whistle for that guy.
You don't want to lose a beautiful canary.
Yeah. That's
Well,
that must have been someone who was being annoyed by someone's, looking for their canary early in the morning.
Yeah.
It had to have been. Because who's going to make that rule that you can't do it before 6 or before 7 a.m.? So it's okay at 7:01?
That still seems awfully early. If you're a weirdo complaining about sound.
Or maybe so many people lost their canaries that this guy was like, you know what? I'm going to make it to where I got to be up at 7. And the alarm clock hasn't been invented yet. So what I'll do is I'll tell all these guys that, you can't whistle for your canary before 7. That way, right at 7 o'clock, they're all whistling for it. So, in fact, in a way, he invented the alarm clock. That's what I'm going with.
That might as well be. That might as well be the case. There were 50 of.
Oh, I think you just passed it. No, not that one. Yeah, you had it on one of those.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, you want me to show you?
Oh, okay. All right. In Alabama, it's illegal to drive blindfolded.
You would think it would be illegal to drive blindfolded everywhere. You can't.
Yeah.
So is it legal to drive blindfolded then? Because you can't drive while even looking at a phone or holding a phone or thinking about holding your phone. I've seen people just straight up reading the newspaper while driving. On the 405 freeway in the morning, which is basically parking lot at that time of day. I just saw some lady just reading a newspaper.
Reading newspaper where?
On the freeway.
Wait, on the freeway?
Yes. Do you not listen to a word I say?
Yeah, I heard you say the freeway, but it's so ridiculous that it's not.
She had the whole newspaper just spread out over the steering wheel.
But she stopped?
We were on the freeway on 405 in the morning.
Was it bumper to bumper traffic?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Or I've seen women sometimes just straight up doing their full makeup.
I've seen
on the drive to work.
I've seen women putting on their face on the highways for years.
That doesn't seem very safe.
No. Hey, here's one in Alaska. You can't put an animal in the back of an open vehicle. That just seems like common sense. You want to tether the dog down somehow.
I've seen videos from other countries where they'll transport their cows in convertibles.
Well, it says it's off limits unless the dog's tail wags 46 inches or higher.
So if you get pulled over, does the cop come out with measuring tape and measure that?
I guess. Well, you wouldn't want to lose your pup, so I'd tether him down.
Wow.
Okay, so what's next? In Arizona, it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub.
Okay.
A minute.
How
How, how can it be done?
did this become a law?
Who's bathing their donkey in the tubs?
Well, it's your donkey needs to be clean too. It's
In
just
a tub?
good. It's good donkey hygiene.
In a tub?
What else do you bathe the donkey in?
I don't like with the hose in the barn or no, out in the yard?
But what if you?
Horse enclosure?
What if
Donkey
you're?
enclosure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if your donkey just likes sleeping in the tub? What if it? My cat likes sleeping in the tub.
Oh, yeah. See, I can't get over the fact that it's a bathtub. I already forgot that it says it can't sleep in there.
Sometimes a bathtub is a comfortable place. I don't know. That one seems very silly to
It
me.
must be a mini donkey. What are those? What are they called? Shetland ponies, or what are those little
Shetland donkeys.
mini ponies called, or whatever?
But I've seen medium sized. I've seen big bathtubs.
Well, yeah. At least it's not as bad as ours, the one in California with the canary.
Yeah, the canary one is very weird. I I could see. Well, the canary one is very
Yeah,
specific, but I would
I don't know if you
also
can say it or not, but
I would also be very unhappy if you know if the neighbor guy who constantly loses his canary is always out early in the morning, whistling for his damn canary.
you would be what?
It must have been someone who's doing it frequently. Like your neighbor loses his canary every single night, you know, and then in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, he's always out there whistling for it. And you just happen to be there, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna make that illegal
And it's
because
that guy probably left California, moved to Colorado, and made it illegal to keep a couch on your porch.
but they make couches for porches.
Do they sell them in Colorado?
Oh, good question. That seems ridiculous. But we used to have we would put our a TV out on the porch sometimes during the summertime.
Huh.
Because some nights we didn't have air conditioners and fans weren't as cheap as they are nowadays, and it would get hot, and it's kind of cool.
Well, how small is this TV?
I forget what size it was. I was a little kid.
Oh, I'm surprised you just didn't start playing outside.
That would have been smart.
How about in Connecticut? A pickle must be able to bounce.
Who's testing them?
Yeah,
And you have to test every single one because I don't want someone, tossing my pickle on the floor to see if it bounces before I eat it.
you can get arrested. In 1948, two men were arrested.
You get arrested?
Two men were arrested for selling pickles that were unfit for human consumption. And discussing the ways to check for a good pickles, officials declared that a pickle is legitimate only if it bounces. So the pickle in question did not bounce. The two men were
But you can sell
arrested.
cucumbers, right?
Arrested and fined. And the pickles were destroyed.
Oh.
They were serious. They destroyed the pickles. Wow. I don't know why anyone would want to buy or sell dog hair. But in Delaware, you can't sell it.
You can't sell dog hair?
Yeah.
Why would you want to sell? Why would you want to buy dog?
I don't know.
Are we talking about like how they have like
Or cat hair.
uh something tells me something nefarious happened.
Oh wait, like a sheep farm, but with dogs and cats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, something bad must be behind that law. But oh yeah, in Florida, legal parking fees towards animals must be paid.
What? You have to pay to park your animal?
Yeah,
Wow.
this is real once upon a time in Florida because
Oh, of
legal
course,
fees
Florida.
have to be paid for animal parking, including elephants, camels,
How
and horses.
many elephants are there in Florida? And camels.
Not many, I hope, unless they're
But enough to make it a law.
rescues. Um,
Enough to make it a law, though. So that means there were a few.
took effect in the 1920s when the Ringling Brothers Circus
Oh, of course they.
moved its winter show
That has nothing to do with
operations
it.
to Florida. For good reason. Then I really would like to see the good reason in the canary, though.
Yeah, me too.
I think we went over in Georgia. It's illegal to go on a boat for more than 30 days.
Yeah, that one still seems insane to me.
Yeah.
What?
What? In Hawaii, it's illegal to place a coin in one's ear?
Then what about magic tricks at birthday parties?
I don't know.
That doesn't seem right. That seems mean.
Oh, the strange law was enacted to protect the Kingdom of Hawaii's coinage when Hawaii officially joined the United States in the 1900s. What, were they just hiding him in there? Or what?
I don't know.
Like, if they don't get lost, I mean, it's not like they can stay in there. Like, how small are these coins?
Yeah, or how big are these ears?
Hmm, I don't know. Hmm. It must be really small coins to make it worth it.
Yeah,
Still, I think you could find better hiding places than your ears.
you would think.
Really, again, how small are these coins? Oh, well, that's just makes sense. In Idaho, it's illegal to sweep debris into the streets. I've always wondered what's the point of hiring one of those gardeners to come out that's just going to blow the leaves off your yard onto your neighbor's yard. Your neighbor's going to get their gardener to blow their leaves back into your yard or into the street. And then the cars are going to go by and flip those leaves right back up into your yards.
I think it's all a conspiracy by the
Gardening company?
the gardening companies. They just think, hey, we'll hire these trees here to drop all these leaves, and then we get paid to blow them into the neighbor's yard, and then our sister company will come and blow them towards our yard, then vice versa, and it's just a constant revenue stream. Who's to say the leaves are even real? Who's to say these gardening companies aren't just getting like buckets of leaves and throwing them on people's lawns?
I would be pretty mad. I would be pretty mad if people were blowing their leaves onto my yard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as would I. And also, when they're doing it, it's also throwing up dust and all sorts of stuff. Very unpleasant to be around that.
Yeah, I've only had it done in an apartment building, and of course, the apartment building, it all it does is wake you up.
Yeah.
Because it's not technically your alarm. Okay, so in Indiana, it's illegal to ride a horse above 10 miles per hour.
What happens if the horse fails to yield? What if the sirens on the cop car scare it and it just starts running even faster?
Oh, it was due to high-speed horse races back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Now we're seeing where some of these stupid laws come from, but I still don't understand the canary one.
I've always thought that horse racing would be a lot safer than car racing because, the horse will turn on its own.
Oh, well, I don't think...
Can you get a DUI on a horse?
Horses aren't treated well if they're in horse races.
True. But can you get a DUI if you're on a horse?
I
Because
don't know.
technically,
Can you on a bicycle
Well, yeah, but
or a skateboard?
unless the horse is drunk, why would you get a DUI? Because the horse is the one that is ultimately in control. They won't run into walls. They know to turn.
No, you gotta control your horse. I've ridden horses. I mean, unless it's on a path that it knows where it's going.
Yeah, if it's on a path and it knows where it's going. Like, say you're taking your horse into town and you're like, you pull up to Main Street and the guy next to you on his horse is like, "Rrr, rrr." Because you can't really rev it as a horse. So it would have to,
Winnie?
Yeah. Then you just both take off and the horse would be able to be like, oh no, I'm not going to run into that wall. Yeah.
Wow.
And I bet the guy who made that law had a slow ass horse. And he was just losing all of his races.
Yeah. Well, in Kentucky, a couple better be sure they're not going to break up more than 4 times because you can't marry the same woman 4 times.
Well,
yeah, that's one real hot and cold.
I feel like after the 3rd time of divorcing, I think that would probably be it.
Yeah.
So, I wonder what the punishment is. You have to stay with them forever.
I don't know. In Louisiana, it's illegal to send a surprise pizza.
Isn't that the best type of pizza, though? Like, how great would it be if we were sitting there, it's like, hey, honey, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? Pizza. I guess that settles it.
I think I'd be more annoyed that a pizza came that I didn't order.
But then also,
we view this very differently.
I would feel like the surprise pizza would be good because then you're trying something new. Like roulette pizza. They should have that as an option on the Domino's and Pizza Hut menu. Do you want a roulette pizza?
They have it at the tattoo parlor.
Yeah. There's different combinations that I've never tried that I might like. That's how we found out we liked the Veggie Deluxe Pizza at Round Table. Because our friend Chris's mom had pizza. We were over at the house and we were hungry and she was like, do you want pizza? I was like, yes, I want pizza. Oh, it's veggie pizza. It's like, veggie pizza. Then you try it and it's like, oh, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good.
So I would like that idea. I would like a roulette pizza.
Vegetarian pizza. Yeah, it was good. Artichokes, tomatoes, onions. I don't remember what else was on it, but
it was good stuff.
It was good.
But like, I would have never known I liked jalapeno pepperoni if it weren't for a guy I worked with years back who ordered it. It was like, "Hey, you want a slice?" I was like, "Oh, I'm too white to eat those jalapenos." And he laughed at me, and I was like, "Ah, crap! I actually have to try it." It was good.
Well, in Maine, it's illegal to park in front of Dunkin' Donuts.
Then where do you park?
I don't know.
Or is that space reserved for cops?
It doesn't say.
And where can you park at Dunkin' then?
It says that it can turn to a mega traffic jam if that
Are they
happens.
that popular in Maine? There's a few Dunkin' Donuts in our
Well, here in
area.
New Jersey, it's Dunkin' Donuts, not Starbucks.
Yeah, I also heard that it's like there's like 3,000 Dunkin' Donuts in that one city.
They're pretty
Like
big in those
just,
places.
I think it was Boston where there were like 3,000 in the city. In like there was like one Dunkin' Donuts for every 1,000 people, which seems crazy.
Yeah. In Maryland, sleeveless shirts are banned in public parks. That
What?
seems the
No tank
place
tops?
to have a sleeveless shirt. When you're
Yeah,
exercising, when you're running around the park.
yeah. What state is that? Maryland?
Maryland
That
is technically considered a park rule violation to be in public park with a sleeveless shirt. Yes, even if you're out for a run.
So I'm guessing the person who made that law didn't look good in a sleeveless shirt, and he was like, "If I can't wear one, you can't wear one."
Oh, no. In Massachusetts, it's illegal to tell fortunes without certification.
Oh, there's a certification.
Apparently.
Uh, I want to know what this certification is for telling fortunes. Like, do you have to be accurate, or do you just have to know the lingo?
No, that's so weird. Hmm. They must live in Massachusetts for at least 1 year in order to apply for a license.
Mm.
And the law helps prohibit psychics from taking all of your money in exchange for false predictions. Wait a minute. How can it prove the predictions are false or true?
But it's like, oh yeah, okay, I've got a prediction.
Just
In
because you live there for a year doesn't mean that, or 2 years, doesn't mean your prediction is any more sane.
Yeah, I could predict anything in 10 years, and it would take a while for you to figure out if I was right or wrong.
Hmm.
And then all I'd have to say is, oh, no, you interpreted it wrong. That's almost as bad as there being a wizard in New Zealand.
Yeah, that was a good story. In Christchurch, New Zealand.
Yeah, wizards. Government wizards, by the way. Government wizards.
Yeah, he was on the city council.
Yeah.
Uh,
It,
to to do wizardly acts of wizardly service, whatever an act of wizardly service is.
apparently, to him, it was violence towards women.
Yeah, rhetoric, and he didn't like his country's new tourism laws. Apparently, the tourists threw him over the edge.
Quite frankly, that's all New Zealand really has. You
Why
know,
does he want people to tour there? It's beautiful.
I don't know. Maybe he's afraid they're going to steal his Lucky Charms.
I don't know. Oh, in Michigan, you can't sell your vehicle on a Sunday.
Why not?
Due to religious reasons. According to the Wolverine State, time is better spent with family, friends, or at church.
What if you're selling your car to the church? And the only day you can do it is on Sunday because that's the only day there's someone there.
I don't know.
Someone mess up.
Yeah.
You know what you do?
What?
If you want to score points, be like, oh hey, I'm donating this nice automobile to the church, but show up on Sunday and be like, oh crap, forgot Sunday. So you get all the praise, but then you're like, nope, sorry, can't sell it today.
I don't know. But at least they get the Sunday off.
Yeah, I guess if you work at like a dealership.
Yeah.
Well, dealership would just probably have everyone come in and do something else that day.
Wash the cars.
Yeah. What if your only day off is Sunday and that's the only day you can go buy a car?
Oh, that would suck. Oh, in Minnesota, dirty tires are banned. Yeah.
Then are puddles banned?
Well, they're considered a public nuisance if they deposit mud, dirt, or other substances on a street or highway.
What if you live off of a dirt road and it rains? What are you supposed to do?
Carry a bucket of water and a rag.
I might get down scrubbing my freaking tires.
Or, I don't know, get whatever charge a public nuisance is.
I want to get charged with being a public nuisance just so I could claim to be a nuisance. Make it official.
In Mississippi, nutrition labels cannot be enforced.
Oh, well, they can just put whatever the hell they want to then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and why is it that in Mississippi Coca-Cola has 0 calories? That's not good.
It says in 2013, lawmakers barred towns from forcing restaurants to include nutrition information or calorie counts on menus. The same bill, also known as the anti-Bloomberg bill, bans communities from requiring restaurants to limit portion sizes. At least you're kept in the dark when it's cheat day, it says.
They're banned.
These are all from Pinterest, by the way.
Okay. To me, that just seems petty. That seems like, well, my rival party did this, so it doesn't matter if I agree or disagree with them. I have to do the exact opposite. Sometimes I wonder, it's like my stance is not jumping off of a bridge. Screw you, I'm jumping off that bridge. It's ridiculous.
It is. And we went over in Missouri, bear wrestling is banned.
I want to know what happened to make it have to be banned.
Well, it's a good thing, actually. The law was initiated due to animal cruelty violations, and it's still in effect.
I would feel that bear wrestling is probably banned everywhere in the United States.
Well, I mean, it would be a guaranteed loss to fight a bear unless...
Depending on the size of the bear or the size of the guy.
And you wouldn't want to hurt a bear. It can't consent to wrestling.
Oh, that's just the one that engages you. Which usually, if a bear engages in a fight with you, it's usually not under good circumstances, and very rarely are you the one that wins.
Yeah. In Nebraska, you can't get married if you have a venereal disease.
Who's testing you? Is the priest getting down there and checking you out?
I don't know.
So you would have to.
Do you have to get a clear doctor's notice? But what about privacy laws? Medical privacy laws, I would think, out there. Wouldn't
Yeah.
I mean, because
Wouldn't that be a violation
patients
of
over here
HIPAA?
do.
Wouldn't that be a violation of HIPAA for a doctor to disclose your medical
Well,
information?
unless you're disclosing it yourself, but making you disclose your personal medical information?
That seems dangerous.
Yeah, didn't like that one. Do we like any of them so far?
Not really.
Okay. In Nevada, it's illegal to sit on sidewalks.
That something about that.
Or even rests, for the matter. What's a rest?
Or rest.
So you
So I feel
you
like
can't
that's an
sit down and
anti-homeless law.
rest? You can't sit down and rest?
I think that's an anti-homeless law.
Hmm. It says it interferes with primary purposes of the sidewalk and threatens public safety.
Oh, to be
Sounds
fair,
like a
in Nevada,
prejudice
I'm
law.
sure that sidewalk's pretty hot.
Yeah, I hope they have a place for people who need to rest. Hopefully they've made a lot of parks and appropriate sitting areas.
Well, from what I've seen, for the most part, most parks are now like putting like anti-laying down things on the benches, and like on
You mean you can't take a nap under a tree at the park anymore?
well, not on a bench.
Oh, well, not on a bench. I've seen people under a tree. I've never seen any. I don't think I've seen anybody sleep on a bench before.
Oh, I have.
Huh. At a park?
Yeah.
Like, oh. Hmm. In New Hampshire, it's unlawful to pick up seaweed off the beach.
Now, how was that a problem at any point in time?
It says in 1973, New Hampshire outlawed carrying or picking up seaweed off the beaches at night. It's rumored that in colonial times, seaweed was used as fertilizer and was thus a hot commodity.
Oh, so it's just big seaweed not wanting you to get free seaweed.
Yeah. We went over this one. In New Jersey, bulletproof vests are banned while committing a crime. As if the criminal would listen. If they're willing to rob a bank, they're willing to wear a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. If I'm going to be committing a crime that I felt necessary was to have a bulletproof vest on, I don't think that I care about the consequences.
Yeah,
It's
if
like
you're willing to rob somebody,
I'm willing to take a bullet right now, but I don't want to get hit with that fine for wearing a bulletproof vest.
yeah. You can be charged separately for it. You can be charged separately for it. Other than the bank robbery
Wow.
or robbery or whatever you commit. And, oh my god. No, I'm not going to read that one.
Well, we can
No.
read it, but we just won't comment on it.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, everybody.
Well, in New Mexico, people are. I don't like this one.
Yeah, no, don't.
In New York, slippers are banned after 10 p.m.
After 10 p.m.
What, you're only allowed to wear your slippers in the morning to go out and get your paper?
What about to bed? What about to go grab something out of the car in the middle of the night? I'm not putting on my shoes. Screw that.
Yeah. One old law says that slippers are not to be worn after dark. In New York, through we can't imagine how this law exactly came about, but it's a law.
Probably someone that was always really into wearing a suit and was like, look at these young kids wearing their pajamas outside. You must wear a 20-piece suit outside at all times. What, someone wearing sweatpants on an airline? No, you must wear a suit. You must be at a constant state of discomfort at all times.
Okay, next. In North Carolina, drunk bingo is unlawful.
But isn't that truly the best kind of bingo?
Yeah, I didn't realize people lost that much money on bingo.
Well, it's gambling.
Right, but I didn't know. I thought people gamble for. I've only been to like church bingos or stuff like that or community
Oh, those
bingos.
church bingos can get ruthless. Those old
Oh,
ladies will get you with those ink blotters.
oh.
I've been assaulted before in a church parking lot with those things.
Mm.
Came out smelling like a bucket of perfume and ink. Bad times. And my cheeks were ruthlessly pinched.
Oh, this one makes sense. In North Dakota, you can't shoot fireworks after 11 p.m.
Okay. I would. The only day that I would think that would be, kind of jacked up is on the 4th of July or New Year's.
It's a violation of disturbing the peace. However, you're safe to fire as early as 8 a.m. Who needs
Uh,
fireworks at 8 a.m.?
I've always thought it's pointless when I see people setting them off in the middle of the day. It's like you can't even see it.
I've always wondered about that.
Ooh, you made a little poof of smoke up in the air, but it wasn't fun.
Hmm.
Yes.
No, that one didn't have a good.
No, that one does seem like it would be wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I like that one.
I thought they were fake. I thought they were talking about peeps.
No, that one is messed up. Well, it's not messed up. It's messed up that anyone would do it, but it's illegal in Ohio to sell dyed chickens. So, like, a chicken that's been sent to the salon to get its hair done. But I feel like that would be awfully
Costly.
harsh on the chicken.
Yeah. That yeah, that doesn't sound like a good law. Let's in Oklahoma, tripping a horse is outlawed. Well,
Who's
that
going around tripping horses?
who who would do that?
What kind of a horse hating hustler are you?
I don't know these laws. In Oregon, it's illegal to go hunting in a cemetery.
That seems reasonable.
We went over
What are
that.
you hunting in a cemetery? The point of a cemetery is that's where dead things are.
It says a hunter was actually charged with harvesting an animal on cemetery grounds.
Mm.
What what animals are in cemetery grounds?
Uh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Hopefully it's not a pet cemetery though. They'll come back, but they'll be wrong.
Oh, wait a second. In Pennsylvania, you're breaking the law if you pay a psychic.
Oh, well, good. I feel like in a lot of places it should be illegal to try and sell yourself for being a psychic. We see all these
Yeah.
these 2-bit swindlers who are just taking people for a ride, claiming psychic abilities, and really you're just taking advantage of people who are in mourning.
Yeah. Well,
Because
are
it's
we
always
talking
bothered.
about tarot readers or what are we talking about
I'm
here?
talking like what's his name? That guy. He had a TV show. John Edwards. Uh, he would do the whole I'm seeing a J name, a J name. His name was Gus. Yes, G and J sound very similar.
Oh, but he was being fed from a line
Yeah,
from
and then
outside.
it's
I
always
remember
bothered me
that
how
the balcony.
they struggle to get the first letter of the name, but then they have a full, complete message. Oh, he wants me to tell you that he's doing well,
I've thought of that.
and don't worry about that thing that you did when you were a child. He forgives you. Yeah, that could be relevant for anybody.
Yeah. That's what do they call those cold readings?
Yeah, cold readings.
Yeah. Okay, in Rhode Island, it's illegal to race a horse on a highway.
Oh God, I just want to know the thing that made this necessary to be a law. Like, this must be a very old law from back in the day when people rode horses everywhere.
Well, I don't think you would want to have a horse race on concrete because their feet.
Back
their
then,
hooves,
a highway was
right?
probably a dirt road when the law was created, and they just have never taken the law off the books.
Yeah, because it's a $20 fine. If it's a very old law, that's a very steep fine.
Yeah,
because my mom could rent a 2-bedroom apartment for $119, and I don't know when she and her twin were
racing horses down the highway.
Young. I don't know, 18, 19, 20, something like that. So $20 is a big fine.
Yeah.
Or at one time. Okay, in South Carolina, you can't play pinball if you're a minor.
Okay, well, I understand that they used to think of pinball machines on the same level as slot machines, which is ridiculous. Well, the old pinball machines didn't have paddles, so you were just kind of really gambling on where the ball went. But pinball's fun. I don't see why that would be why they would keep that one on the books. So in South Carolina, they didn't have pinball machines in arcades?
I guess not. I always loved the pinball machines. My aunt had a pinball machine in the garage from Mattel Toys. It was great. And it was just the simplest of pinball machines.
I hear pinball machines are crazy expensive now.
That Mattel one probably would be worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
If the Intellivisions are going up in prices.
Everything is. You can't even get a PS4 or an Xbox One now for less than $500.
I should have kept that old hamper of games she gave me.
Oh yeah.
But when the Intellivision stopped working, I didn't know there was such a thing as get it fixed.
Yeah.
So
probably not a lot of places that were doing that back then.
Yeah. But nowadays each cartridge goes for lots of money. Okay. Oh, in Tennessee, it's illegal to share your Netflix password.
Ooh. Yeah, we would definitely be arrested.
What?
What? Oh, in Texas, you can't sell a human eye?
You can't sell any human organs. Why? Anywhere.
Why specifically the eye?
Yeah.
Like, who's going selling eyeballs? Jeez. Does it tell why?
No, it doesn't. It just says other human organs and tissues are included in this law too.
Isn't that everywhere in the United States, though?
Of course, because otherwise, people that get on hard times, it would be too tempting. You could take advantage of someone.
Yeah.
That one makes sense, but not being able to call your canary at 7 a.m., whistle for your canary in California, I still don't get that one.
Yeah, it must be someone who is super upset about Steve next door. He loses canary every night, and well, he's always out there at like 6 o'clock in the morning whistling up a storm for his damn canary, and fuck, I'm gonna go make this illegal. I'd say that's an abuse of power.
Yeah. In Utah, biting is banned in boxing.
Isn't that banned everywhere in boxing?
I thought that was an automatic.
Wasn't that the whole thing that got Mike Tyson
and
Evander Holyfield? Yeah, biting is banned in all sports, isn't it? Biting someone is illegal in life.
But this says the origin is unknown, but maybe it's best to keep it under wraps.
Jeez.
Okay. In Vermont, it's illegal for women to wear fake teeth without their husband's approval.
Ooh. Wow.
You have to get your husband's approval?
Ooh. Wait. That's what's going on, Vermont? That seems like that should be taken off the books.
Yeah.
That's
that doesn't seem fair at all.
That's a wee bit sexist, I'd say.
A lot sexist.
Just a smidgen sexist.
Yeah.
Without your husband's approval. What if you're not married?
Well, what does he... Are you supposed to ask him?
Maybe because having in the fake teeth would make you more desirable to another man. So you can only wear your fake teeth in front of me.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Laurel, from now on, no fake teeth without my approval.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that yet.
Okay. But when you do,
In Virginia, you can't go trick-or-treating if you're over 14 years old.
Well, I would have broken the law then for a couple of years. Yeah. That seems messed up. A teenager wants to go trick-or-treating. It's free candy.
The teenagers in my neighborhood, when I was a kid, would still go.
We would always go to the rich neighborhoods, though.
That have the whole candy bars.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody knows about them.
Yeah.
Everyone I've ever talked to says, Oh, we go to the rich neighborhoods to get the full-size candy bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what a full-size candy bar was back in the day.
Oh, they were probably like 50 cents or 75 cents back then.
No, I mean, I wonder how big they were.
Oh, they were significantly bigger than the big ones now. The big ones now are like what the small ones used to be.
Oh.
Or maybe I've just gotten significantly bigger and the candy
The
bar
older
actually.
you get.
Well, because when I was a little kid, a big candy bar felt like it was ginormous, and now,
yeah,
not so much. But I was also significantly smaller at that time.
In Washington, it's illegal to attach a vending machine to a utility pole.
Okay. I'm assuming that was someone who.
No, the logic is that it's a hazard to the lives of electrical workers.
Oh, okay. I can see that. That's not a weird law. That seems logical and relevant.
Yeah. In West Virginia, hats are banned in theaters. Well, I'd hate to be sitting behind somebody in a hat in a theater.
Yeah, that must have been like some guy went in there with like one of those like
Big top hats.
Those big 10-gallon cowboy hats and
yeah,
and just screwed up the whole movie for everybody. But I could see like a baseball cap or a beanie. It gets cold in the theaters.
Yeah.
That one has some sense to it. I wouldn't say that's too bad. That's like a low level. That's like a D level stupid law.
Wait a minute. In Wisconsin, butter substitutes are banned without permission.
I wholeheartedly agree. 100%. If you're going to claim you have butter in your dish, it better have butter. I don't want to find out that you had margarine or I don't know, just like canola oil.
Wisconsin's known for their butter, so they're
it's a dairy state.
At a public eating establishment, you can't serve margarine as a substitute.
I'm good with that. I agree.
Unless requested by the customer.
I agree with that. That Wisconsin's ahead of the game on that one.
How about in Wyoming, buildings that cost $100,000 plus must display pricey art? I've never seen this before.
Over 100,000 in Wyoming, $100,000 probably gets you a really nice house in Wyoming. Yeah. $100,000 here gets you nothing.
Well, how do they know what you're hanging in your house, though?
I don't know. Maybe you have to submit. I would just go with no art then. I don't know. What would you guys hang in your $100,000 Wyoming home? I just get counterfeits.
Yeah, whatever looks good.
Quite frankly, the whole art scene is a scam anyway. The astronomical prices on some of those paintings, it looked like scribbled doodles that a child probably made.
Yeah.
Or like someone knocked over a paint bucket onto a canvas and was like, "Oh, it's art."
Yeah.
Well, when I was a little kid, me and my brother got into a big bucket of latex-based paint.
Oh no!
My brother stuck both of his arms in and was chasing me around.
Oh gosh!
Yeah.
How'd you get it off?
Oh, it took a while.
Oh no!
It took a long time.
Days? Weeks?
Yeah, days. Definitely days, and a lot of scrubbing.
Did you go to school like that?
I believe it was over summer vacation. I don't think we were in school at the time.
Oh, was that at your dad's house?
No. It was in our garage.
Oh.
I think my mom had been. I believe the landlord had asked my mom if she could help with painting one of the vacant units, and he'd knock some $100 or so off of our rent for doing it.
Ah.
And the bucket was there, and it was summertime, and we're bored. And
Well, I'm at the end of my list, and we're at the end of our hour. So
thank
this
you.
has been the JNL Chronicles.
And make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I guess the notification bell. Smack it around.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.